Navigating new norms, understanding cultural differences in Japan. Japan, often admired for its technological advancements and rich history, also presents a fascinating study in cultural nuance. While many are familiar with aspects like sushi and anime, daily life is deeply rooted in traditions that can be surprising and sometimes challenging for visitors. One key aspect is the emphasis on wa, or harmony. This isn't simply politeness. It dictates behaviors to avoid conflict and maintain social order. Direct confrontation is generally avoided, leading to indirect communication styles where reading between the lines and understanding unspoken cues is crucial. Gift giving is also a significant custom, but even this seemingly simple act has layers of protocol. The type of gift, wrapping, and how it's presented all carry meaning. This focus on wa contributes significantly to the challenges faced in intercultural communication with Japan. Western cultures often prioritize directness and explicit expression, which can be perceived as rude or aggressive by Japanese individuals. For example, a straightforward no is rarely given. Instead, responses might be vague or framed positively, while subtly indicating unwillingness. This isn't dishonesty, but rather an attempt to preserve the relationship and avoid causing discomfort. Similarly, maintaining eye contact for extended periods, common in many Western interactions, can be seen as challenging or disrespectful in Japan, particularly with superiors. Comparing these approaches highlights a fundamental difference in values: individualism versus collectivism. In individualistic cultures like the United States or Canada, personal opinions and self-expression are highly valued. Conversely, Japanese culture prioritizes the group's needs and consensus. This impacts everything from business negotiations to casual conversations. A Western negotiator might focus on achieving the best possible deal for their company, while a Japanese counterpart will likely prioritize building trust and long-term relationships, even if it means compromising on immediate gains. Understanding this difference is vital to avoid misunderstandings and foster successful collaboration. However, these differences aren't insurmountable obstacles. Successful intercultural communication requires empathy, patience, and a willingness to learn. Actively listening, not just to the words spoken but also to the tone and context, is paramount. Researching basic customs beforehand demonstrates respect and genuine interest in understanding the culture. Furthermore, acknowledging potential miscommunications and asking clarifying questions, albeit politely, can prevent escalating misunderstandings. It's important to remember that generalizations exist, and individual personalities will always vary within any culture. Ultimately, navigating cultural differences in Japan or anywhere else is a rewarding experience. While initial interactions may require extra effort and sensitivity, the benefits of building bridges across cultures are immense. It fosters mutual respect, broadens perspectives, and allows for deeper connections beyond superficial understanding. Embracing these challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than viewing them as barriers, leads to more meaningful and productive relationships both personally and professionally. Questions. Circle T if the statement is true and F if it is false. 1. The concept of wa in Japanese culture simply means being polite to others. 2. Direct confrontation is encouraged in Japan as a sign of honesty and respect. 3. Gift-giving in Japan is a straightforward act without specific rules or expectations. 4. Western cultures generally prioritize indirect communication styles over directness. 5. Maintaining prolonged eye contact is considered polite in both Japanese and many Western cultures. 6. The passage suggests that individualism is a core value of Japanese culture. 7. A Japanese negotiator would likely prioritize achieving the best possible deal for their company above all else. 8. According to the passage, researching basic customs beforehand can demonstrate respect and interest in another culture. 9. The author believes that cultural differences are insurmountable obstacles to effective communication. 10. The passage emphasizes the importance of acknowledging potential miscommunications and asking clarifying questions when interacting with people from different cultures.